So you've been working hard on this thing. That thing being your website, your podcast, your blog, your video channel, your digital product, your ridiculous physical product, whatever it might be. And you want to make sure as many people as possible see it as soon as it becomes available. Here's the magic formula to make it all happen. Your thing plus blank equals eyeballs. Can you fill in the blank? Is it praying? Is it magic and sparkles? Don't know? Well, the answer you need is that you need to have a launch strategy. The building of the thing is actually the beginning. In order for people to find it, you need to tell them about it. But don't tell them about the restaurant after the doors open, because guess what? You're gonna be left with an empty restaurant and some spoiled food. In this video, I'm gonna cover 5 different ways that you can launch your next big thing, including how I was able to get over 100 Amazon reviews for my new book, Will It Fly, within 2 days after it came out. So to start, I'm gonna share with you actually a tool that you can use that'll help you create the most noise. It's the #1 crowd speaking platform out there called Thunderclap. Thunderclap can be found at thunderclap.it, and this is how it works. First, you have to craft a message, and this is a message that you would love to have other people who are supporting this campaign to share all at the same time. Then you choose a deadline, that's the moment where you want all these messages to go out. And then finally, you have to recruit supporters. These are people who will pledge to say, yes, I wanna support you on that day through whatever social channel they specify. And then on that day, every one of those people who have supported you will share that message automatically. It's not like they have to be reminded to go and type that thing out onto Twitter or Facebook. It gets pushed out for them because they've pledged and connected their account already. Here's an example from one of my Power Up Podcasting students. He's creating a podcast that's being launched very soon. This is Louis. The podcast is called Online Business FM, and this is his Thunderclap campaign. We can see that 59 out of 100 supporters. It's similar to Kickstarter. You want to have a certain goal, and his goal is 100 supporters. And we could see the social reach, meaning the combined total of the people who are connected to those who are supporting this campaign. And it's over 130,000 right now, which is really awesome. And then we can also see how many days are left, which helps other people be like, oh, there's not much time left. I'm gonna add my support too. So I'm actually gonna support Louis right now by connecting to Twitter, and you can see what it's like on this end. Now, all I have to do is press a button. Very easy for me to do on this day, which is January 31st at 5 p.m. Eastern. This message that he wrote will get pushed out to my Twitter followers, and you're actually gonna see the numbers add on. I have over 150,000 Twitter followers, so you're gonna see that actually included into his numbers. So let's click and see what happens. All right, we've added 152,000 people. I could also share this and tweet it out, but I'm gonna click away and you'll see that the social reach now is over 287,000. So Louis, hey, thanks for being a star student. Good luck. So thunderclap.it is where you go to make that happen. Pretty cool tool to help you kickstart your launch for whatever it is that you have. Now, there are different price points for different things. There's a free version as well. I'm not affiliated with the company, but I just think it's really cool. #2, you can also run a contest to help promote your next big thing. A contest is great because it provides incentive for people to get familiar with that next thing that you have coming out, but it also provides incentive to share. Now, there's lots of different ways you can run contests. Now, I would recommend making sure that whatever platform you choose to run it from or on, you make sure that you follow the rules and regulations. I'll put some links below to popular platforms such as Facebook and their rules for running contests, because there are things that you can and cannot do, but there are also some tools that you can use to help you manage these contests too. One of my favorite tools for giveaways is a WordPress plugin currently called KingSumo Giveaways. So KingSumo is great because it makes it really easy to create a contest, especially if you have a WordPress plugin already. That contest lives just directly from and is hosted on your website, and it's just super easy to use. So for example, here I have 3 that I've done in the past, and I'm doing a lot more. You can see this one here was to celebrate Ask Pat episode 1000. I gave away a few things, a couple thousand contestants there, and 4,700 entries. Well, what does that mean? Why are there more entries than there are contestants? Well, the cool thing about KingSumo is, well, it helps you grow your email list for one, but #2, people can gain more entries by doing more things than just subscribing to your email list. They can share on Facebook, they can connect to your YouTube account, they can watch one of your videos, they can share on LinkedIn, on Facebook. Those entries add up. So there's incentive for people to share built within KingSumo itself. To create a new giveaway, all you have to do is click on Add New here, and then you just follow the steps. So I'm not gonna go through them in detail here, but you enter the giveaway information, you select, if you wanna incentivize, for example, subscribing to your YouTube channel, you can set the number of entries to that for something much higher, like 5 here. Prize information, the design, all those kinds of things. You can just go through it, it's really easy to use. Now, the most important thing is, well, what are you gonna give away? Now, I have a few tips for you related to this. A couple tips for you. Number one, make sure that what you are giving away is something that you can indeed fulfill. I've seen a lot of people give away and perhaps promise way too much, especially when it comes to access to you and time. If you're gonna give away like a brunch or a lunch or a weekend with you, like please just consider that before committing to do that, because some of this stuff does take time, or committing to hundreds of copies of books. Well, logistically, can you handle that? T-shirts, can you handle that? Make sure that you understand that these prizes, yes, people are gonna win them. Can you fulfill them? That's the most important thing. Number two, related to what those prizes are, there's a number of different things you can choose, but just make sure that you choose something that not only is kind of cool, but also is something that maybe relates to whatever it is that you're coming out with. That way it becomes a prize that talks and speaks to and even publicizes your next big thing. Number three, I wanna share with you a number of different passive strategies to show people what it is that you're coming out with. And this is really important because if you look up on Google how many touch points before a sale, you'll find a number of different answers ranging from 6 to 8, 7 to 13 plus, a whole bunch, right? The answer is, well, it's more than one. So anytime you have the opportunity to seed what it is that you're coming out with, to let people know about it ahead of time, the better. This way, when people see it later, it's not just something that's cold out of nowhere. They are more familiar with it. They are more likely to accept it or at least be okay with the fact that you're talking about it versus if you just came out of nowhere. So here are a few quick ways to set up passive touch points or seeds related to your upcoming project. First, your email signature. Now you can set up an automatic email signature in your email client so that it actually promotes this thing that's coming up for you. Now, maybe you've written some articles about it or done a podcast episode about it, or there's somewhere on the web that you can link to too. You can do it that way, or you can just have a PS after your signature that basically says, hey, I'm working on this cool thing. Make sure you pay attention because it's coming on this date or whenever it is. That way, again, it's just automated. Every time you reply to an email, that's gonna be there. And again, it's not aggressive, not in a person's face. It's just kind of an afterthought after that conversation you've already had via email. Second, and this is really popular with authors, is that on the cover art for their social media accounts, on Twitter, on Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever, they often put a launch date and perhaps a picture of their book that's coming out later, just to let people know about it. Now again, one of those things that we don't really think about, but a lot of people may visit your social media profile page. And if you just happen to have this thing mentioned on there, it can be another quick, easy touch point for them. And third and finally, just again, quick and easy on your website, perhaps in the sidebar, again, passively there, letting people know just as they scroll down, reading other content that you have, a place where they can see that, oh, you have this thing coming out, get ready for it. Number four, build buzz by taking people behind the scenes. Now, I remember a couple of years ago when Star Wars The Force Awakens, episode 7, was coming out. It was still several months away, but I started seeing a lot about it. Now, it was even more than just a trailer. I was seeing a lot of behind the scenes. I was seeing pictures of table reads. I was seeing, even I went to Disneyland and there was a 10-minute video of just the production of it and all that went into the cast and the scenes, and it just got me so excited for the film. Of course, so I saw it like 20 times, but again, it planned ahead, which is what you should do too. It's not just with movies too, it's with people and products. For example, Chalene Johnson, a good friend of mine, who's recently came out with the 131 diet. And this is something that I know about, even though I don't follow her for fitness specifically, I follow her for business advice. She's coming out with this program and I knew about it way ahead of time because she was sharing results with her beta students, her cooking and trying new recipes and sharing information about what this stuff does, going into the laboratory and sharing results with the doctors of certain experiments that she's running. Super cool, and it made me trust her even more about this program and exactly all that entailed. So how is Chalene relaying this information to me? Well, it was behind the scenes through things like Snapchat and Instagram stories. It can be done through vlogs and podcasts and blog posts. Again, sharing what's happening as it's being built. You don't have to wait until it's done in order to get people excited about it. You need to build buzz and get people talking and excited. And again, if you can get beta students and testers in there beforehand to even share some of the results, even better. The trick is you want your audience to come with you on this ride, right? To have them feel like they're a part of the process, to give them some insider information that makes them feel really, really special. This is how you build raving fans. This is how you get people to share that information because not everybody's collecting it too. But also it's how you get people to support you the moment your thing comes out. Number 5, build a street team or launch team to help support you on the day your thing goes live. Now, this is a little bit different than the Thunderclap campaign, which yes, maybe these people will be, and they're likely to be included in it too, but this is reserved for the special fans and the people in your audience, friends, family, followers, who really wanna go above and beyond and support you on the day you go live. So what does this look like? Well, I was taught by a man named Daniel Decker exactly how to do this. Actually, Daniel and I worked together to create a launch team for my book, Will It Fly, when it came out in early 2016. 3 to 4 months ahead of time, we created a Facebook group, and we actually sent applications out to people who wanted to support the group, and we collected a couple hundred people in the group. Now, you don't need a couple hundred to make a huge dent when you launch. Actually, think about it from a book's perspective. Just having 10 reviews on the day you go up makes other people who see that book for the first time feel more comfortable with that purchase. So it can actually help you quite a bit. So we created the Facebook page even before the book was done, and we shared bits and pieces of the manuscript and actually gave away the full manuscript at the end once it was done. We showed people different versions of the cover to show them and have them vote on which one they like best, and again, making them feel included in the process. So we're actually in the Facebook group right now, which I haven't gone to in a long time. Look, this is from 2015, just a few months before the book came out. And you can see here, I was sharing all different versions of the cover that was created, which looks nothing like the actual cover. But you can see that here, we were collecting feedback. I mean, there was like hundreds of comments thinking which one was better, which one they liked, how they would combine different ones. And of course, it progressed over time to something that looked a little bit more like this up here. And even this isn't the final one too, because of the way this is all spaced out. But again, over time, just sharing the wins along the way and making people feel included, giving them parts of the transcript as it was coming out, and just, again, making people feel involved. Because when people feel involved, well, here's a little bit of a clip from the trailer that we created and filmed, which was really fun. And then, of course, as the book came out, we were sharing wins, how far we were in the rankings and how well the book was doing. And again, I did nothing more than just thank them as much as I could, because they were going above and beyond to help me. And of course, as the book was going very well, they ended up supporting it even more, which is really cool. And this is how I was able to get over 100 reviews after a couple days when the book came out, which is really awesome. So yeah, create a launch team, a street team, because it's great. Now, Daniel does teach us step-by-step how to do this in episode 198 of the Smart Passive Income podcast, but there's one thing I want to share in particular, a big common mistake that most people make when they make these launch teams.
And the same thing with the launch team. You can't look at them, you can't treat them like mercenaries and just continually say, hey guys, go do this, go do that. You've got to also engage with them and talk to them and share with them.
So the big overall theme with the launch of your next big thing is to not just make it all about you. A lot of these tips make sure that you are building communities and bringing people together, making them feel included, because that's how you win. As you've heard me maybe say many times before, your earnings are a byproduct of how well you serve your audience. And when it comes to the launch of your next big thing, how big it gets depends on how big and how much involvement you get from your community. So before you go, really quick, I want to give you an opportunity to share what you're working on right now. So in the comments section below, tell me the next big thing that you're launching. Perhaps tell me when, if you know, and tell me what out-of-the-box strategy you're going to use to make some noise. Really looking forward to learning more about you and what you have going on. Share it in the comments below with when and what you're going to do to make some noise. I look forward to reading about it, and good luck. Thanks so much. Please subscribe to this video if you are watching on YouTube right now. Hit that notification bell so that you can get notifications of new videos when they come out. And of course, if you comment within an hour, my tribe knows this already, maybe you don't, but if you comment within an hour after a new video goes live, you are eligible to win an SPI pin, which is really cool. And plus, I just want to help you out because I got a lot of stuff coming, so make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much. I look forward to reading your comments below.